When silence broke, a husband's fight for respect. Chapter 1. The beginning of tensions. Married life, they said, was about compromise, understanding, and mutual respect. Yet for Sarah, marriage to Ethan felt like walking a tightrope over a canyon of misunderstandings. To her, Ethan's calm demeanor sometimes came off as weakness, and she wasn't shy about making comments about it. Her father, Gerald, shared her view, often voicing his opinions with biting humor. Ethan's patience was a marvel, enduring months of teasing from Gerald and Sarah. Gerald would laugh at Ethan's career in teaching, saying, "Teaching kids? That's not a job. It's daycare for grown-ups." Sarah would add fuel to the fire with her sarcastic remarks about Ethan's modest lifestyle and preference for simplicity over extravagance. The home was often filled with sharp comments that Ethan would brush off with a forced smile, but deep inside, each remark chipped away at his confidence. He never retaliated, believing love was about enduring and hoping for eventual change. Chapter 2. Cracks in the Foundation. The tension between them escalated during family dinners. Gerald had a knack for turning conversations into arenas where Ethan was the unwilling gladiator. "Why don't you aim higher, Ethan? Maybe get into real estate like my friend's son." "Now that's a job that makes real money," Gerald said during one such dinner, raising his glass. Sarah chuckled. "Dad's got a point. You're too comfortable, Ethan. No ambition." Ethan's smile faltered. "I enjoy teaching. It's fulfilling," he said softly. "Fulfilling doesn't pay the bills," Gerald shot back, and laughter erupted around the table. Ethan clenched his fists under the table, the sting of their words evident in his posture. Days turned into weeks, and the atmosphere at home grew heavier. Sarah's remarks became sharper, influenced by her father's constant prodding. She started to question Ethan's ability to provide, comparing him to other men in their social circle who seemed more ambitious. Ethan's once warm and inviting personality began to retreat behind a wall of silence. Chapter 3. The Breaking Point. One evening, Ethan returned home later than usual, his face pale and his shoulders heavy. He had received recognition from the school board for his innovative teaching methods. It was a proud moment, but the celebration at home was lackluster. "They gave you an award?" Gerald scoffed. "For teaching?" Sarah smirked. "What's next? A Nobel Prize for finger painting?" Ethan's voice, usually calm, rose unexpectedly. "Enough. Do you two even realize how much I've tolerated?" His voice echoed through the room, silencing Gerald and Sarah. They stared at him, shocked. Ethan, the man who had always absorbed their jabs, was now standing tall, his eyes blazing. Chapter 4. Taking a Stand. "I've given this relationship everything I have," Ethan began. "I've supported Sarah, put up with your constant belittling, and stayed silent out of respect. But respect isn't a one-way street." Gerald tried to interrupt, but Ethan's commanding voice overpowered him. "No, Gerald. You've had your say for months. Now it's my turn. Mocking my job doesn't make you superior. At least I'm contributing positively to society instead of tearing people down." Sarah, caught off guard, stammered, "Ethan, we were just joking." "Joking?" Ethan's laugh was bitter. "If constant ridicule is your idea of humor, then I want no part of it." With that, Ethan grabbed his coat. "I'm leaving. Take some time to think about what respect and love mean to you." And with that, he walked out. Chapter 5. Reflection and Realization. The days following Ethan's departure were heavy with silence. Gerald's usual bravado was replaced with guilt, and Sarah felt the weight of her actions like never before. She replayed every comment, every jab, and every dismissive laugh. She began to see Ethan's quiet resilience as strength, not weakness. Gerald, too, was introspective. "Maybe we went too far," he admitted to Sarah one evening. "The boy's got heart. I didn't see it before." Sarah's days were consumed with thoughts of reconciliation. She visited the school where Ethan worked, watching him interact with his students from afar. She saw the respect and admiration they had for him, a stark contrast to the way she and her father had treated him. Chapter 6. Redemption. Determined to make amends, Sarah reached out to Ethan. It wasn't easy. He was hurt deeply. Her initial attempts to talk were met with polite but distant responses. She decided to show her sincerity through actions rather than words. Sarah started attending events at Ethan's school, celebrating his achievements openly. She began volunteering to help with his projects, learning about the passion he poured into his work. Gerald, too, extended an olive branch, praising Ethan's accomplishments during a family gathering. One evening, Sarah found Ethan sitting alone at a park bench. She approached cautiously, holding a scrapbook she had made documenting his achievements. "Ethan," she began, her voice trembling, "I've been blind to the incredible man you are. I'm sorry for everything." Ethan looked at her, his eyes softening. "Actions speak louder than words, Sarah. I've seen the changes, and I appreciate them." Their conversation stretched into the night, filled with honest confessions and heartfelt apologies. It was the beginning of a renewed relationship built on mutual respect. Chapter 7. A New Chapter. Years later, Ethan's work earned him national recognition. His innovative teaching methods became a model for schools across the country. Sarah beamed with pride during his award ceremony, her applause the loudest in the room. Gerald, now a staunch supporter, stood beside her, cheering for the son-in-law he once underestimated. The home that was once filled with tension was now a haven of love and respect. Gerald and Sarah learned to appreciate Ethan's unique strengths, and Ethan, in turn, found his voice, ensuring he was never silenced again. In the end, the experience taught them all valuable lessons about respect, love, and the strength it takes to stand up for oneself. The family's bond, once strained, became unbreakable, a testament to the power of understanding and growth. When he stood his ground, A Husband's Journey to Respect and Redemption,